Most heartbreaking moments in football. Every football fan knows how slender the line may be between happiness and hopelessness. In the lengthy and intricate history of the game, certain national teams and clubs have been subjected to greater hardship than others. We go over some of the most tragic incidents that have happened on a football pitch in the list next in video. Number 18. 1950. Heartbreak in Brazil due to Uruguay. There were plans for a procession to follow the 1950 World Cup Championship game. Before the game began, special editions of Brazilian media referred to the Seleção as the champions of the world. 200,000 spectators flocked to the brand new Maracanã Stadium, hoping to see history versus the underdogs, Uruguay. But then tragedy struck as Uruguay overcame a 2-1 deficit to win their second World Cup, sending the sizable audience into tears on what will go down as one of the lowest points in Brazilian football history. Number 17. 1974. Total football takes on its opponent. With their revolutionary total football style in full swing, the Netherlands, inspired by Johan Cruyff, won the 1974 World Cup and captured the hearts of the entire world. Though they defeated Argentina and Brazil in the Munich final, unquestionably their best ever chance to win the World Championship, coach Rinus Mikkel's aggressive and talented team captured hearts and minds. Number 16. Leeds feels cheated in the 1975 European Cup final. Leeds expected to experience the pinnacle of magnificent era when they flew to Paris for the 1975 European Cup final against Bayern Munich. However, things quickly went south as they lost to 2 goals in the last 20 minutes after being denied a stonewall penalty and having a goal disallowed. For white supporters at the stadium, it was all too much and they lost it. Furious, they tore up seats and wreaked damage to the city. Since then, Leeds hasn't advanced very far in Europe. Number 15. Beckham sees red in 1998. David Beckham's transformation from hero to villain in France '98 came from a flick of his right leg. The midfielder was sent off for reacting too strongly to a challenge from Diego Simeone. Bex was sent off early in the second half, with the final 16 tie at 2-2. Even though England managed to force overtime and ultimately lose on penalties, the public and media responded harshly, holding the Manchester United player accountable for his nation's elimination. Number 14. 1999. Fiorentina's title run is ended by a Batistuta injury. With the Florence team leading the league and their Argentine striker leading Serie A in goals scored, Fiorentina and their star player, Gabriel Batistuta, were on a high in February 1999. However, a 0-0 draw with AC Milan put an end to it all, as Batistuta was hauled off hurt and would miss more than a month of action. Without him, La Viola's performance plummeted, and they eventually came in third place, lacking the ability of one of their best players to guide them to victory. Number 13. 2000. Ronaldo starts having injury issues. The World Cup winner and Ballon d'Or winner scored goals at an incredible rate in the late 1990s, and O Fenomeno was unstoppable until he started to suffer from serious injuries. The Brazilian played for Inter Milan against Lazio in the Coppa Italia final after recovering from a ruptured knee tendon, but he only lasted 6 minutes before rupturing the tendons in his kneecap, a problem that would plague him for the remainder of his career. Number 12. 2001. Short-lived celebrations of Schalke's title. Schalke believed they were the Bundesliga champions for a brief period. The German team was 3 points behind Bayern Munich at the end of the 2000-2001 season, although they had a superior goal differential. Following Hamburg's 5-3 loss to Unterhaching, rumors circulated that Hamburg had defeated Bayern 1-0, sparking celebrations for the team's first championship since 1958. However, their celebration was short-lived, as Bayern managed to equalize in the 94th minute, cruelly stealing the championship from them. Number 11. 2003. During the UEFA Cup final, bold gets red. Celtic's incredible journey to the 2003 UEFA Cup final included victories over Blackburn, Celta Vigo, Stuttgart, Liverpool, and Boavista. However, they were defeated by Jose Mourinho's Porto in extra time. With 5 minutes remaining, Durley scored his second goal of the evening after Bobo Bold was given a second yellow card. Despite 2 draws by Henrik Larsson to tie the score, the boys were unable to hold out in extra time. The large defender was upset because he had contributed so much to his team's success thus far. Number 10. 2005. Dunk is denied by Kalina. One of the more agonizing what-if scenarios for Everton supporters came about because of Pierluigi Collina, the renowned Italian referee, who in their Champions League qualifying match against Villarreal controversially disallowed a towering Duncan Ferguson header. Had the goal stood, extra time would have been requested, and the score would have been tied at 3-3. Nevertheless, the Spanish team prevailed 4-2 overall, and the Toffees haven't been back to the elite division in Europe since 1970-1971. Number 9. 2006. Zidane's head is lost. The setting was set for maybe the greatest player of his generation, Zinedine Zidane, to retire in style. In just 7 minutes, Les Bleus took the lead thanks to a Panenka penalty in the World Cup final, which was the playmaker's penultimate game of his career. However, things fell apart when, in extra time, Marco Materazzi, who had previously equalized for Italy, spoke to Zidane in a way that caused the legendary tend to spin around and slam his bald head into the defender's chest. The Azzurri scored a goal through Materazzi, as France lost on penalties. Number 8. 2006. The Lasagna Scandal. Spurs played West Ham on the last day of the 2005-2006 season to match Arsenal's outcome against Wigan to go to Europe's premier competition for the first time since 1961-1962. However, a widespread sickness outbreak prevented 10 players from playing. Conspiracy theories regarding potential food poisoning at the team hotel are rampant after Spurs lost and Arsenal won. However, the Health Protection Agency subsequently stated that there were no indications of such an occurrence. Number 7. 2006. Unwanted history is made by Lehmann. Lehmann, the former custodian for Arsenal, has the unfortunate distinction of being the first player to be sent off in a European Cup final. He was hauled out 18 minutes into their 2-1 loss to Barcelona. Ludovic Giali attempted to headbutt the loose ball into an open goal after the German raced to his box's edge and took out Samuel Eto'o, but the referee stopped play and returned to the foul to dismiss the goalie. If the goal had stood and the match had gone 11-11, how would things have ended? We'll never be aware of it. Number 6. 2007. The record-setting Rams defeat the Baggies. In the 2007 championship playoff final, West Brom was superior, but they were unable to get past Derby goalie Stephen Bywater. Stephen Pearson's goal gave the Rams the victory in the end. The fact that their opponents went on to become the worst side in Premier League history the following season, finishing with just 11 points, was just as heartbreaking for the Baggies as the way they lost. Number 5. 2016. Following his 4th final loss, Messi retires. It seemed as though Argentina and Lionel Messi were under a curse in the summer of 2016. In the Copa America final, the striker missed a penalty kick in a shootout loss to Chile, bringing his nation's trophy drought to 23 years and sending a dejected Messi into tears. Messi's announcement shortly afterward that he will retire from international football, stating that "I've done all I can" following 4 final defeats, hinted at more suffering to come. Fortunately, he quickly had second thoughts, and last year, the elusive Copa America trophy was finally achieved. Number 4. 2016. At the last hurdle, Independiente del Valle fails. Although few teams have ever had as much success as Ecuador's Independiente del Valle, who defeated giants River Plate and Boca Juniors en route to the championship, the Copa Libertadores can be counted on to cause an upset. However, the Quito team, whose 12,000-seat stadium drew comparisons with Leicester's title win due to its underdog exploits, was unable to complete the job against Atlético Nacional of Colombia, tying the first game 1-1 before losing the second leg 1-0. Number 3. 2018. Wenger bids Arsenal farewell. Wenger's farewell speech to the Emirates crowd during Arsenal's final home game of his 22-year tenure as manager was an emotional event. "I'll always be an Arsenal supporter. Dreams and fears are what connect us in every cell of our bodies," he stated. Arriving during a challenging campaign during which Wenger faced criticism, the Gunners' supporters showed their respect for one of their all-time greats at his farewell. Number 2. 2021. England's penalty woes continued. For the Three Lions supporters who had endured so much, this was a true knockout punch. Over the years, England supporters have become accustomed to the heartbreak of penalty shootouts. But at Wembley, in their first championship match since 1966, this one hurt. Number 1. 2021. Messi bids Barcelona farewell. Over the years, Lionel Messi and Barcelona have helped each other achieve incredible things, so understandably, the Argentine struggled to say goodbye. During his farewell news conference, El Pai broke down in tears as he revealed that the club's financial struggles prevented him from staying in Catalonia. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.